Good morning, welcome to today's video. Welcome to leg 2, because it took us 3 days to do leg 1 of Project Vietnam. Today we're finally heading south to Nam Dinh. You're gonna wear that ridiculous t-shirt the whole day?
Why is this t-shirt ridiculous? You're ridiculous. It's badass, dude.
You haven't had breakfast yet. You just roll out of bed and straight into the patisserie. What more could you want? A rather dry looking chocolate croissant, but...
What's the quality of the pastries like here?
Well, if they served this in France, someone would be getting fired.
We need to go that way.
Do it.
Oh, it's lime water, fuck's sake.
I can't tell you how nice it is just to not have 100 miles to do every day. It's such a relief, isn't it? When you're doing it every single day for a month, like for so many hours, it's like, oh.
There's so many other things to slow us down here, and it's a good thing, because you need to just appreciate it, right?
Yeah,
like
totally.
This water we thought was water, but it's not, it's lemon water, but it's actually got electrolytes in, so it's good. I didn't quite realise the scale of population in Vietnam. It's absolutely insane. So that was Hai Phong, a city that's nowhere near as big as Saigon or Hanoi, easily bigger than London. I mean, population-wise anyway. It's just people everywhere. And as we head south, it's not like we're not going to hit another city until Saigon. There's loads in between as well. So I guess it's lucky we got used to the traffic when we did. Saigon is one of the biggest cities in the world, so I mean, that's going to be an experience. Anyway, onto some quieter lanes now. Beautiful, perfect temperature. Sometimes Lawrence just disappears.
Maybe he's found a Vietnamese flag. Ah, we don't need one, I'm wearing one.
It's so hard to work out, isn't it?
It is a really mental, it's like a maths test every time.
This bag of Cheetos is quite dirty.
Yeah, it's probably been there for about 3 years waiting for the next Westerner to come by. Give them a go, why not?
Your gear's gone funny.
Mate, basically we've ridden for quite a lot already and my gear cable just went slack, I think. So it just jammed in the frame.
New cables.
That's actually worth nothing. I mean, that's worth less than a penny.
Do you remember when we got the puncture a couple of days back and there was one of those on the floor and not even the guy picked it up, he didn't even bother picking it up.
It was 2,000,
I was like,
which is still worth nothing. I might be overdoing it a bit. I think this might be 1.5p. 1,000 is less than a penny. It's a third of a penny, which means you basically got to get to 5,000 before you get over to 1p. My God, there's a 200. Where did you get 200 from? 0.0067p. What is the point? It must have cost more to print the thing. Like the ink on this piece of paper is worth more than that. That is ridiculous.
So I'm leaving all of these here, so if you want it.
The only place in the world where we can do it.
so if you're confused which toilet to use, because you don't know which one's the men's and which is the women's, Nam is man backwards, and it's the men's.
Gather.
You watering the tree?
With my salt water, I don't like
Sometimes you've got to take time and think, what's the best way to see a country? Backpacking or bikepacking? And if you've got to choose between backpacking and bikepacking, I think you can see which one's better. The locals are loving James's shirt. So I want to say a big thanks to everybody in the comments who's given us tips and tricks, people who've been to Vietnam or live in Vietnam. One thing no one's touched on though, what's the karaoke like? You haven't got to travel very far to see a venue doing a karaoke, and we might give it a try if it's any good. Put it in the comments, we want to know. This is amazing. Perfect weather, right?
Yeah, it's 25 degrees.
Perfect day so far.
And it's sort of broken cloud. That's perfect. So I mean, I think the first day
we all kind of went into shock a little bit because it was like 35 degrees. It was more actually, it was 38 degrees. Which is just too hot. It's too hot to ride a bike. I know I sound like a right wuss.
We rode through 55 degrees.
I know. That's why all of us. That's why I know. Anything over the 30 degrees.
It's the same. It's the same.
Just too fucking hot.
Yeah, it's too hot. Luckily, got a few of these with me, just when there's no food available. Tasty.
They've probably never seen a drone before.
Definitely not.
Wait till a farmer comes out with a shotgun and just blows out of the sky. You wouldn't be laughing so much then, would you?
Less than 10 miles to go now, feeling pretty good. Pretty peckish though. I think we're gonna try and get some food before checking in, because the checking in process to the hotels, well, after us buggering about with the bikes and stuff for a while, could be like an hour. Better to get some food in straight away, recover for tomorrow. We've got another 60, 70 miles to do, and we're heading towards the mountains as well. In the meantime, the search for some mystery food.
It's a good ride. Hasn't been particularly scenic, but we're in the early part of the ride where we're just trying to get away from Hanoi and into the, more into the countryside. We're not even 100 miles from Hanoi as the crow flies. So we're gonna have to get a little bit further away from that. I think we're going through somewhere called Nimbin tomorrow, which is supposed to be kind of cool. I've kind of got stopping on tomorrow's route to see something pretty awesome.
Keg of beer.
I fucking love it here.
What are you saying?
It's absolutely bonkers. Guess that's why I fit right in, right? I don't want to keep creaming myself over how good the people are, but
They are though.
well, it's just.
She was laughing at your shirt.
How are you? A little bit later.
Somebody was asking, how do we make sure we get bikes in hotels?
With great difficulty.
It's hard, isn't it?
So every hotel we've been to, the concierge and actually the security guard seems to kick up more of a fuss.
Because then he has something to do.
Yeah.
He has something to look after. They want us to put our bikes down in the basement,
By the way,
don't
they want us to leave our bikes downstairs, and we suspect it's because they're worried about the space. Because I mean, you look at the size of this room; it's tiny, and you got 3 bikes. It eats into the space, because actually once you've kind of got across to them that the bikes are worth quite a lot and that they're important, they seem quite happy, don't they?
Yeah.
Like having to go right back to I've got a drawing pad on my phone now, so I ask someone how much something is, they just write on it, rather than trying to go through Google Translate or anything like that. But we're here. I can't even remember where we are now. Than Bin, Tai Bin. I can't remember. We're going to have a shower, and then we're going to go have a beer, and then eat some more food.
Same thing we do every day, mate. Ooh. Can't eat that.
Why not?
Because that's a giant piece of chicken.
It's a duck.
Oh.
Protective pads.
It goes from church, chicken fried noodles to socks of sour. Oh, frying pork belly.
Potato porridge. This is your
Bowed
section.
digital hoods. Wigs bowed up the rock. Vegan meal. Nah.
It's been cooked in beef stew.
So I've eaten my vegetables, but I think we're going to attempt to eat somewhere else straight away now, because the boys got some sort of mystery meat and they didn't really want to eat it. And I don't blame them whatsoever, so we're still quite hungry. Try somewhere else. It's not the end of the world with Vietnamese prices. That was round 2.
It's alright, isn't it? They don't serve beer though.
Found a shop full of Lawrence's dreams.
Here we see Lawrence in his natural habitat, the corner shop. He's looking for Freddos, but will he find them?
And masturbation aids.